This means what we can do now is we can first check whether the organization repo 1 access works with the write access once again. Therefore, I'll go back to VS Code once again. This is it. So I'm still in the project that we had earlier where I used git clone in the beginning. So we have this local tracking branch, hopefully still working. And there we can add another text here, maybe I am a team member now. That's it. That's another commit. So let's add this commit and commit it with a message of added team member text, something like this. So this is the commit. And if we now run git push, then we should be able to push into this repository. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. No big surprise here, obviously. If we check it on GitHub, we can, of course, go to the repository now in here and there go to the repository where we just pushed to. And there we see added team member text. So this commit was successful. Nevertheless, we also got the read-only access to the other repository. Let's also give this a quick try by going back to the team member account. In here, let's now access the repository, go to code, copy it. Now you can again create a new folder and a new VS Code instance, which I'll do now. Here I prepared a new folder named team member. You can do this on your own if you want to, but if I now run git clone, paste the URL and again space and a dot for cloning it directly into the team member folder, then this of course is successful. I have the required access. And if we now access the text file and say, can I push this, save this, and now clear this and run git add and commit this as well, added text to file, then we can of course do this. But once we try to push that, and again we have a local tracking branch, so this should work, this was successful. What is going on here now? Well, if we go back to the owner account and refresh it here, then you can see that the commit was successful. And if we further explore our organization here, for example right here, and there go to the people page, then you see that Manuel Lorenz is a member in one team, in this team we created. But if we now again check the role part and go to manage access, then you see that we still have write access on this repository. We changed this setting here in the manage access area. So we could change it right here, for example. In there, we can go to edit now. That's the menu we know already. And if we then check the settings once again, then we could either set it to read, or we set it simply to no permission here and therefore let the individual setting made for a team completely decide what to do right here. So I'll go with no permission here now. So let's try this. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we set it to no permission. Now we go back to VS Code into the member read-only project. Let's clear this. Let's add another text. Does it work again, for example? Save this. Now run git add and git commit once again. Added another text. Let's see if we try to push now. Git push. Now it's not working. And that's very important to keep in mind at this stage. You can, of course, add individual settings for members, outside collaborators, and team members. But always be aware of the setting you made in the actual member repository settings. This can clash from time to time. So one approach would be to make the settings in the global permissions we just had a look at as strict as possible, and then grant granular access either on individual member setting or for individual repositories and individual teams, and therefore for the corresponding members of these teams. Just to complete this here, let me also switch to the project with the other repository access, where we should have read access now, to show you that this is working. So let's go to this repository, to the organization repo 1 git project here. Let's clear this and let's see, can I still push? Let's add this as text and save this. Again, git add, git commit -m, added text, added push text maybe, and if I run git push now, then you see this is working, because we globally, so to say, decided that any members, team members, or external collaborators have any access. But inside our team, we decided that the team members, and this user account is a team member, has write access to this repository and read-only access to the other one. Therefore, if we go back once again, we have no permission in here, but if we go back to the organization account and to the teams, down here, this menu, and there go to repositories, this is basically what decides which type of access team members have for a specific repository. And with this, I want to conclude the collaboration part in this GitHub module. Collaboration meaning people working together on purpose on a specific project. Besides the collaboration part, we also have another option to kind of work together in GitHub. That's the so-called contribution. What this is, what the difference to collaboration is, and how it works, these are all things we will find out as a next step in this course.